do we have anything about AYA population and how to increase clinical trial enrollment in this population? And sort of specifically, maybe we can, Fiona can touch base on what Massive Bio might be doing to try to get to this population. But maybe from a just pediatric oncology standpoint, we all know that AYAs, or adolescents and young adults, sort of fall in this gray zone. Sometimes they fall in pediatric space, sometimes they fall in the adult space. So Dr. Laetsch, I'm not sure how you see AYAs or where they generally fall on the clinical trials that you're dealing with.
So it's an excellent question, and I think it's something that we all recognize we need to do better on. As you mentioned, the adolescent and young adult population is underrepresented on pediatric oncology trials, and they're also underrepresented on medical adult oncology trials, and they have really been slipping through the cracks. There have been a number of efforts to try to improve this. I think one of the biggest is that recently the FDA has been encouraging clinical trial sponsors to allow patients 12 and older to enroll on adult clinical trials using the adult dose of the medication. And so that's provided additional access for these patients, and recently actually resulted in approval of several targeted therapies for patients 12 and older, for adolescents and young adults 12 and older, that might not have previously been included in the initial approval when it was just for adults. So I think that is very helpful, but we still need to work to help these patients and their families identify the right clinical trials and reach the right sites. But at least now they have trials for which they're eligible. And we see that some of those trials are now opening in pediatric centers as well to get these patients access to this therapy, in addition to being open at sort of medical oncology centers.